Okay, hello everyone. So today I'm going to teach you how to disassemble a laptop, and after disassembling it, we are going to assemble it back. So like you see, I have my laptop here, and this is my kit. This is my toolkit that I'm going to be working with. So before we get to disassemble a laptop, first of all, we have to observe it and understand what kind of laptop are we working with, which brand is it, and how do you expect, which expectations do we have while disassembling this laptop. So like you see this keyboard, you know that there's no way we can remove this keyboard from up. So i.e., to remove this keyboard, I have to remove everything in the laptop down from this way, and then we get to remove the keyboard. So you see, we have this module, it's called ACA, and this is a Windows laptop. Now, in case you are going to work on a client, you have to make sure that you observe this laptop with a client such that they get to know that everything they gave you, when they gave you the laptop, everything that is on it is there. And when they're getting to come and pick it back, they can look at it and observe and confirm that everything that came with the laptop is still there, just to avoid some quarrels with the customer or the client. So like you see, I am going to unscrew this using this toolkit of mine. So I'm going to first come here and get to choose which one exactly fits into this. So like you see, I've gotten this one. So like you see, this screwdriver is the one that fits these screws. So this is the one that I'm going to use to unscrew this one. So I'm going to show you, just put it inside and start unscrewing. After unscrewing this one, you get to unscrew this one. Like that. So after removing all these screws, you see that everything is now out. So you are going to get a flat screwdriver. See this one, it is flat. After getting this flat screwdriver, a flat screwdriver, you're going to get and gently push it inside this opening of a laptop here, like this, and then like this, and then you keep on sliding back. Okay, so you gently slide in this screwdriver slowly like that. So we are trying to remove this cover gently like that, gently like that, like that. Then after, you try to pull it off. Be gentle so that you don't damage anything inside. Like you can see, our cover is now off. So we're going to remove this screwdriver, these screws that are holding the cover, like that. Then after I collect each of them, I'm going to place them on top of this cover, knowing that these ones are the screws that were used for this cover. Okay, so like you can see, this is our laptop. This is the interior of our laptop, and like you see, we are going to start disassembling and removing each part one by one. Now, before you touch anything in this laptop, it's recommended that the client that you're working on is around so that you show them and they observe everything inside here. If possible, they can take a picture so that when to come back after you working on their laptop, you can compare the picture with what you have and what you have assembled back, just to avoid any issues. So after opening this laptop, we are going to remove the battery first. The reason as to why you remove the battery first, so that we kill any process that could be running in the laptop, and so we don't cause any issues. Now we are going to look at this battery. It has a screw here and another one here. Now we are going to unscrew them. We are going to look for screwdriver that fits there, and we see Yes, this one can fit. Try this one out. Okay, so now that we have unscrewed our battery, we can gently remove it like this. But before we remove this battery, we see that this cable here, it is the one that is connecting the battery to the motherboard. So what we are going to do is, closer. So what we are going to do is, we are going to just gently use these two fingers here and push this out. After pushing this out, we should see that our battery is disconnected from the motherboard. Ready? Okay, so now after removing the battery, now this is what we are remaining with. We're remaining with the hard disk. This is the fan. This is the heat seeker, and this heat seeker is covering the CPU. The CPU is around here. This is the RAM chip. This one is an adapter. This one is irresponsive of wireless connections, for example Bluetooth and internet. These are our speakers, and this one, you can see that this an earphone jack is connected to this, and the media is carried through this cable to the motherboard. So this one is an earphone jack, and here you can see that this is a space for an SD card, whereby you connect here and then you can be able to carry the media from the SD card to the motherboard. So this is the motherboard, and this is where everything that works in a computer, everything that all processes, the transfer of data. This is a USB port, this is a USB port, this is an HDMI port, this is an Ethernet cable port, and this one is a charging port. These are the hinges. This one and this one are hinges. This is the hard drive. This hard drive is the one onto which the operating system is installed, and it is also used for storage of data. This is the touchpad. This is the touchpad. Like you can see, it is located around here. This is where you put your fingers for the laptop to sense any movement using the cursor on the screen. Now, what we are going to do next is remove the hard disk. When you are removing the hard disk, you come and look that this hard disk is connected through here. So we are going to unscrew this, gently unscrew it, and after, you see that the hard disk is now off. Now you just gently push it up like this, and after removing the hard disk, I'm going to put it screw there, and then after I pull this one is the one connecting the hard disk to the motherboard. So I'm going to gently pull it out like this, to be careful. And like that, our hard disk is disconnected from the motherboard. We are going to put it aside. Now that we have disconnected, we have removed our battery, which is this one, we have removed our hard disk, which is this one. What are you going to do next? We are going to remove this wireless adapter. We are going to unscrew it from here. And after unscrewing it, put this screw aside. So this adapter is pushed inside this connector. So we are going to, before we do that, we have to disconnect these wires which are carrying the wireless connections. So this, just gently get this screwdriver and push it a little bit under this and pull up like that, pull up, and it will be disconnected. And then after, you're going to pull this from the connector like this. Just gently pull it from the connector. Now this is the wireless adapter. This one is responsible of the internet and the Bluetooth connections. We're going to put it aside. Now after doing that, what are you going to do next? We are going to come and remove our fan. We are going to come and remove our fan. Now this fan is connected, is connected or is attached to this board through here using this screw. But it also gets to connect to the heat seeker. This heat seeker pulls the heat from the CPU. The CPU is covered by this plate. Now this heat seeker pulls the heat from here up to here, and then this gets to what? As the fan runs, it gets to push the heat out. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to unscrew the fan from here. After unscrewing the fan from here, we are going to come and unscrew the fan also from here by removing this plate which is covering the what? The processor. That. Like that. Like that. Gently pull it off. Now, you see that the fan is still connected to the motherboard. This connection is the one that powers the fan. You see, this is the one that powers the fan to start running, and also to run it when it has to be run. For example, when the heater, the heat seeker is pulling in a lot of heat. I'm sure you have realized that sometimes the fan is not always running. It only runs if the processor is overworking. So we are going to gently pull this connector out like this, and our fan and the heat seeker are now disconnected from the motherboard. We are going to put it aside. Now, before we do that, I want you to observe this. You see this? This is called thermal paste. Now, this thermal paste is the one that helps to pull the heat from the processor. It is here. So normally, when we are putting this back during the assembling back process, we have to clean off this paste and put there another one. But since we are doing this for education purpose, we shall, because we don't have the thermal paste, we'll just put it back. So I'm going to put this aside. After putting that aside, I'm going to come here, and when you look at this, like I said, this is our motherboard, but now this is our RAM. This is our RAM chip. Now we are going to gently put the fingers here like this, using your nails. Pull this back a little bit, and the RAM will pop up. When the RAM pops up, the RAM chip, you just gently pull it out like this. This is our RAM, and like you can see, if you observe very well, this is a 4 GB RAM. We are going to put it aside like that. Now, after, I want you to see that we have removed everything. What are remaining with? We are going to start disconnecting every cable that is connected to the motherboard, so that we can be able to remove the motherboard. Now, like you see, this is the cable. This cable is connecting the keyboard to the motherboard. What we are going to do is, we are going to gently pull this like that. After pulling, this wire will come out automatically. After, we are going to disconnect this cable which is carrying data from the hard disk. We are going to gently pull this black thing up like this, like that. Like you have seen, I've pulled it up. It was initially down, but now I've pulled it up. And after, I'll remove this cable. After removing this, I'll come back here to this one. I'll also do the same thing. Pull this up a little bit and remove the cable. I'll do the same for this. Now, this one is the one that is connected to the media, to this thing which puts in for inputting. This cable we have disconnected is the one which is connected to this, where there's the earphone jack and also the SD card. After disconnecting this, we are going to disconnect this cable. This cable carries the information from the touchpad to the motherboard. We are going to do the same thing. Pull this up a little bit like that and pull this cable out. After doing that, we are going to be remaining with this one. This one is a cable which is connecting to the speakers. Now we are going to first remove the speakers out like this, gently like that. Also here like this, gently like that, and you see the speakers are now out. After, we are going to disconnect them from the motherboard like that, simply like that. Now, like you see, for whatever we have done right now, everything is disconnected from the motherboard, apart from this cable which is connecting the motherboard to the screen. We are going to come here and do the same thing. We gently pull this up like that. After pulling that up, we just pull this cable out. Now the motherboard is on its own, not connected to anything. Now I'm going to unscrew the motherboard and remove it and just put it aside. So I'm going to unscrew it. These are the screws which are holding it. I'm going to gently unscrew them. The same thing with this one. And just like that, our motherboard is removed. This is how it looks like. These are the ports. This is an HDMI port. This one is for charging. This one is an HDMI port. This one is an Ethernet cable. These two are USB. This one you can use for reading external drives and the flash. So, like you have seen, this is everything disassembled from our laptop here. Now, I would like to go further and remove this, but it's not necessary. This is just the touchpad. But now what we are going to do is, so when you look at this keyboard is attached by these white plastic things which are melted, this white plastic. So if I want to remove the keyboard, all I have to do is get a anything sharp, a sharp tool, and I start cutting these white things off. But now, since I don't have better tools, for the case of just education, for the education purpose, I'm going to just leave this one. I'm going to leave this this keyboard back, and then, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. If you just cut off these plastic things, you can be able to remove this keyboard just from there. It's not screwed anywhere. It's just as simple as that. So after doing that, I'm going to come back to these hinges. Now I want to remove this white base and detach it from the screen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew these hinges like that. Unscrew this one as well, like that, and unscrew this one as well. That. Now, after unscrewing this, I can now apply just a little bit of effort to pull this up. To be careful so you don't hurt yourself. These are hinges, so it's not too much of they will be delicate or anything like that. So just gently pull this up as well. So you have to be a little bit careful so that you don't hurt yourself. Or the better way is do this like that, as if you're opening it. And after, as you see, this is the base of the laptop onto which the keyboard is attached. So it is now separate from the screen. Now after separating it from the screen, this is our screen, and this is how it looks like. These screens are always measured in 43 inch, for 32 inch, 33 inch. And I don't know if you have ever given time to understand what that concept is. So whenever a screen is measured, if someone says that 43 inch, 23 inch, whatever, 33 inch, they're always talking about the hypotenuse of the screen. It is measured in that, in the hypotenuse of the screen. So every time someone talks about 43 inch, it means from here up to the upper corner of the screen or the monitor, it is 43 inch. Anyway, enough with that. So with this, when you give an observation to this, there's not any screw which is attached to this cover. So all we have to do is get a flat screwdriver, which is this one, and use that to open the screen cover. Now like that, I'm going to go to a corner of this and just a little bit push this in, and after start to pull this off like that, gently so you don't spoil the screen. And like that, the screen is now exposed. Now if you want to remove this screen, all you have to do is unscrew these screws here using a screwdriver. But in my kit, there's no any screwdriver which can unscrew the screen, because these ones are very small. But however, this is our camera. And this is the cable that carries information from our camera to the screen. This is our cable that brings information from the motherboard to the screen. This is basically how the screen looks like. These are the hinges. This is the cable that brings information to the screen. This is the camera. So as for now, the disassembling of the laptop is done. And the next step is going to be assembling it back. So hello everyone. We are now looking at the part where we are going to assemble back our laptop back to how it was before. So I'm going to start by this. You can start from the base of the laptop or from the screen. Starting from the screen is very easy because you just have to put this back like that, because this cable comes out from here. So put this back, apply a little pressure so that those clippers can hold like that. And like you see, our laptop is now back, the screen is now back. This is how it was looking like. So I'm going to put this aside. Now I'm going to bring our base. This is how our base looks like, and we are going to start assembling everything back to how it was. So before I start doing anything, I'm going to first put back the speakers. This goes here like that. This as well, it goes here. Like that. Now after putting this, what we are going to do next is bring our motherboard and put it back. So our motherboard, it was located around here. That's what we are going to do exactly like that. After putting it back, we are going to screw it back. Let's get the screw that can get to screw it together. So I'm going to screw our motherboard back like that. After screwing the motherboard back, what are you going to do next is start putting back the connections. Now earlier this was one which was connecting the speaker. We're going to just push it back here like this. Put it back like that, and this is connected back. This was on carrying our information from the touchpad. What we are going to do is pull this a little bit up and gently place this inside like that, and after press it back like that, and that cable will be connected. That's the same thing we are going to do here. Pull this up, put this back like that, gently like that, and push it back. This is the one which is carrying information from the keyboard. We are going to come here, make sure this is a little bit slid back like this, and then after we're going to push this in gently like that. After pushing it in, we are going to push this back like that. After, we are going to come and connect back this. It's the one which is carrying our information from the hard disk. We're going to a little bit pull this up like that, and after place this inside here like that, and after press this down. Now after doing all that, what we are going to do next is put back our fan. Now this fan, like I told you, when you're assembling it back, normally we have to put there another thermal paste, but since we don't have, this is just for education purpose. We are going to put it back here like this. Just hold from here like that, and this was covering the processor. I'm going to screw this back, screw this back as well. Screw this back as well. After doing that, I'm going to connect my fan back to its port. I'm going to put this here like this. Yes, it has to be here like that. and our fan is now connected. I'm going to screw it back here, of course, where it was held from. Now, after putting back our fan, what we are going to do next is we are going to get to put back our our hard disk. This one, our hard disk. Remember, our hard disk was around here like this, and we are going to get this. First, plug it back to its connector like that. Press it here like this. Like you see, the fan fit the hard disk fits perfectly there like that. Look, is there anything down here which is preventing it from fitting? Like this one. So put it back. Okay, something like that. Our hard disk is now back. After putting the hard disk back, we are going to come here and put back the wireless adapter. This one, I told you, all you have to do is push this back here gently like this, and after you get to screw it from here. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get this, and of course it has to pass here down like this, and get to put it back to where it was. So this to come here, and then you gently press it and it holds. Same thing with this other cable, this other wire. You come gently press it here like that, and our connection there is done. After this, now we know that everything is now connected back. What do we do next? Well, what we are going to do next here is after this is connected, and what else? Yes, so after this is connected, we know that this is also connected. What we are going to do next is we are going to put in the RAM. So this RAM, it fits this side or this side. So this, since we during unscrewing or disassembling, it was this way. This time round, I'm going to show you that you can still fit it this way. All you have to do is gently push it in here, and then press it down, and it will hold. After that, we are going to put back our battery. Our battery was here like this. So this is how we put back our battery. We push it back and then screw it back here like that, just like what I've done here. And then after this is a cable that is connecting the battery to the motherboard. We push it back like that. Now that our battery is connected and everything is connected back, so it means our laptop is now assembled back to how it was. Now, what step are we going to go to next is putting these hinges back. We are going to put this back like this. So you get this base, and gently push it back here like this. After pushing it back, now you realize that this is supposed to first be off like this for a moment, and after push these hinges down like that, and put this back like that. Same thing with this side. Force that. Now you see that after putting this back, we have not put this yet, so you gently pull this up like that, and after we put in this cable inside here like this, and after press this back like that, and the cable that connects carries information from the motherboard to the screen is now connected perfectly. What we are going to do next is put the screws on our hinges. I'm going to put one here. Put another one here. put another one here. Then put another one here to hold the head disc. And just like that, our laptop is assembled back to how it was. Our next step is to get this and cover it back. Like this. And put this back like that. See, push this back like that, and here like this. And after doing that, a minute, we have made just a simple mistake, a little bit. We have put the screws somewhere where they are not supposed to be. Let's first come open back. So we had made a mistake. These screws are supposed to be in these ports, in these holes, not this one. So I'm going to unscrew here and put it here like that. Same thing is here. Put it back here. After doing that, we are now going to get our cover and put it back. And after putting it back, we're now going to screw these screws back like that. First put them back. Okay, so like you've seen, I've screwed this back. I'm also screwing this back like that. Like that. These ones as well. Like that. Like that. So like you can see, my computer is now arranged back to how it was. And we are done. So this was for education purpose. I'm going to get this to slide it back to the space of the SD card. So this is for education purpose, but I think you have gotten the idea of how you can assemble and disassemble and assemble the laptop back. Thank you very much. This is the end.